Hi, in this two-part video, I'm going to explain the role of medication in the treatment of depression and anxiety. In the first part, I'm going to explain how medication seems to be helpful to people who experience depression and anxiety. And in the second video, I'm going to explain why it's important to take it as prescribed. So to understand how it's helpful, we first have to have a way of understanding depression and anxiety itself. Imagine you're in a swimming pool and the water is up to here. With the water up to here, you are treading. You don't want to drown. You can barely stand up on your toes. And as you go through life in this pool filled with water up to here, you can only go so quickly because there's that resistance from the water. It's fatiguing. Whether it's depression or anxiety, it's fatiguing. And with the water here, you also can only go so fast because as you go, you develop a wave in front of your face that if you go too quickly, that wave will cover your nose and you can't breathe. So imagine now you are in that pool up to here and you see some heavy-set person about to do a cannonball into the pool. Well, anxiety, oh my goodness, what's coming? It's going to overwhelm me. I'm going to drown. I'm overwhelmed by this. That's the anxiety, the fear of that wave coming over you. The depression is, I can't cope with this wave that's coming over me. So whether you suffer depression or anxiety, that's just a way to think about it. With the water in the pool up to here, somebody's about to do a cannonball. It's fatiguing getting through. You don't want to be overwhelmed. What does antidepressant or anti-anxiety medication do? It's not a happy pill. It's not a put you to sleep pill. The role of antidepressant and anti-anxiety medication, it's as if somebody pulls a plug from the bottom of the pool. Now imagine if somebody bends down, pulls the plug, and the water drains from the pool. As the water drains, I'm no longer overwhelmed. I no longer have to tread. I can move through the water more freely, so I'm less fatigued. As the water gets down to, say your belly button. In Jewish we say the pipik. But as the water gets down to your belly button, you can now move through the water with much more ease. Okay. Now, let's say there's that same heavyset person about to do a cannonball into the pool. Now when that person does that cannonball or is about to do the cannonball, we can anticipate the wave. It's going to be the same size wave. But there's such a difference if the water is already here versus here. So now when that person does that wave, we can cope. We can look at it coming and say, okay, so it goes from my belly button halfway up my tummy. That's not overwhelming. So that is the role of the antidepressant, anti-anxiety medication. It's as if it, theoretically anyways, lowers the level of the pool so that we can move through our life, through the water, more easily, with less fatigue, and just seemingly cope with the same issues that seemed overwhelming the day before. I hope that's helpful. In the next video, I'm going to explain why it's so important to take this medication as prescribed.